Hi there, I'm Annie. Welcome to a quick grounding flow where we'll use the idea of root to rise, where you can feel the ground underneath you really supporting you, holding you up as an opportunity to take up space, to take time, to take what you need, and to feel really grounded and supported from the inside out. You'll imagine what helps you to feel grounded day to day and practice imagining that feeling or that support system, your stability, your strength, your security. You'll feel settled and secure and hopefully just a little bit more grounded after this flow. When you're ready, I'll meet you on your back. So you can take your feet a little wider than your hips as you come on down to your back, so that when you take your knees to touch, there's no effort from the lower body to hold the knees up. So knock knee to legs, allow yourself to support yourself. Take your right hand to your belly, your left hand to your heart. You can either let your gaze become downcast or a little hazy, or your eyes all the way closed. Tune out the outside world. Whatever you hear, whatever you feel is surrounding you. It's your stability. It's holding you up. Find that grounded sensation and take a moment to imagine something that helps you feel strong, that helps you feel rooted, grounded, supported. Maybe that's a person, maybe that's a practice like yoga, like knitting, like playing piano. Maybe that's time with your kids, your parents, your friends. Fill up your heart with that grounded sensation deep in your breath. Feel your belly expand underneath your right palm and fill up all the way until your breath fills your lungs, your chest, your sides, your back. As you exhale and you slowly empty like a big balloon emptying of air, feel that heartbeat settle underneath your left palm. Feel that ground support you from underneath you, while the weight of the air, that gravity, pulls you down. You are supported right in between. Take one more big, deep, full belly breath. Exhale it all the way out. Flutter your eyes open if they're not already. Start to wiggle your fingers, circle your wrists. Open up your arms to goalpost, and then windshield wiper your knees side to side, creating a little bit of mobility through the hips, just waking yourself up a little bit. When you are ready, the next time your knees are over to the right, hold them there. Find a little gentle twist here. Allow the shoulders to melt down to the mat, your chest and your heart to open. Find a little twist, like you're wringing out a washcloth gently from any energy that's not going to serve you, at least for the next few minutes. Keep the upper body where it is if it's comfortable. Your knees come through center and all the way over to the left. Same thing here, just starting to twist and open up nice and gently. And then when you come back to center, grab your shins, rock left to right, and massage your low back. Feel that grounded sensation from your low back radiate all the way through your body. Then take your hands below your thighs and start to notice your core strength and stability. Start to rock and roll north to south. Give your vertebra a little massage. And then when you're ready, you'll rock and roll all the way upright. Cross your ankles, send your legs through. As you take your knees back and wide, toes to touch, arms reach forward, settle into a child's pose. Make a connection with your forehead down to the mat, to the ground, to a block, to a towel, whatever you've got. Feeling that physical sensation of your forehead grounding to something, that connection. Imagine what that is that grounds you, that supports you, that offers you stability, that thing, that person, that place, that feeling, that is right between your eyebrows and your third eye center. That is helping you stay grounded here. These moments on the mat and then beyond. Rock your forehead left to right to physically soak in, seal in that grounded feeling so that you can remind yourself later on today or at a moment when things feel a little tricky or a little difficult, this is what helps ground you. When you are ready, start to lift yourself forward. Take your legs to tabletop, walk your hands about a palm print forward, tuck your toes, and send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a couple moments here to settle into your down dog, whatever that looks like, whether that's in stillness, in movement. The next time you inhale, gaze between your palms, roll forward to plank. Feel strong, stable, secure in your plank, whether your knees are up or down. And then lower all the way to the mat with or without the assistance of your knees. Walk your hands just a little bit forward and wide of your shoulders, and then press up either a little or a lot. Find your cobra stretch. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Next, inhale. Take your right leg up to the ceiling, to the sky. Right foot steps between the palms. Think root to rise. Press through the feet. Engage through your core. Lift and rise into your crescent. On an inhale, straighten the legs. Cactus your arms. On an exhale, rebend, rooting a little deeper. On an inhale, open up to your warrior two. So pivot and plant that back foot. Front heel intersects that back arch of the foot. On an inhale, straighten the legs. Wrap your arms all the way around you for a self hug. Feel that grounded sensation from the inside out. Exhale back to your warrior two. As you start to pull the right hip back in space, reach to the right as far as you can. Hinge into a triangle. Right palm can go on the right shin, on a blocker on the mat inside that right foot. Left arm up, maybe your gaze follows. Find that stability, that strengthening from the root to the rising sensation. Press through the feet, squeeze the kneecaps up. On an inhale, press a little bit more, lift all the way up. Take your heels in, your toes are out. Find your star pose. Take up a ton of space here. Inhale, reach in all directions. Exhale, palms to chest. Sink low to your goddess. Open up the knees a little bit more. Inhale, press through the palms. Exhale, forward fold. Send your toes forward, drop your head. Release through your neck and your low back. Big breath in, sink a little lower on your exhale. Then come upright. Walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Once you're in that low lunge, drop the back knee. Inhale, lift and open your chest. You might stay on fingertips. You might come up to your palms onto your thigh. And then exhale, lift that back knee. You can either hop it forward to forward fold and then rise up to a tree pose. Or if you'd like, press through that right foot and lift the leg all the way up to float into tree. You can take the left foot into the inner ankle, into the inner calf, or all the way up into the inner thigh. Just avoid your knee here. Press your palms. You're rooting through your roots of your tree, rising up from within. You might decide to grow your branches. You might decide to sway them in the breeze a little bit. If this feels super supported and grounded, awesome. Close your eyes and see if you can find the sensation where you feel a little wobbly, a little insecure, a little unbalanced. Can you come back to that grounded sensation from within? Can you test yourself? Trust yourself and know that the worst thing that happens is you fall over, your left foot catches you, and you're okay. You're resilient. You just flexed your get back up muscles. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, left foot joins the right. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, palms to chest. Sink all the way down to your forward fold. Inhale, right back to downward facing dog. Exhale, heels go nice and low. All right, when you are ready, take a big breath in, settle into that down dog, and then we'll do the other side. Left leg lifts on your inhale, three-legged dog. Step that left foot forward and through. Come to the fingertips, press through the feet, squeeze through your core. Think root to rise. Inhale, find your crescent. On your next inhale, straighten the front leg, cactus the arms, pull the shoulder blades together behind your back. Exhale, rebend into that crescent. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, find that warrior two. So pivot the feet, plant through that back foot. Inhale, straighten the front leg, wrap your arms around you for that self hug. Exhale, release back to that warrior two. Start to pull the left hip back in space. Reach to the left as far as you can. Hinge into your triangle. As you press down a little bit, open up your chest. Think grow from the roots all the way up to the sky. You've got very little pressure on that left hand, wherever it is. You could float it if you wanted to, or you could test it and see how that goes. You wouldn't fall over because you're pressing through your feet, squeezing through your knees, finding that grounded sensation from the inside out. When you are ready, inhale, lift all the way up. Your heels come in, toes go out, star pose. Take up so much space here. This should feel like a big good morning yawn. Big breath in. Exhale, press your palms, sink low. Little bit lower on this one, even if you need to bend the knees a little side to side, wiggle around a little bit. Big breath in. Exhale, toes go forward. Dive into your wide forward fold. Take a glance at your feet. Your toes are in line. Otherwise, they can be as wide or as narrow as you'd like. Start to walk your hands back towards the top of your mat. Drop that back knee and come into your low lunge. Palms on top of that front thigh or hands down surrounding it. Send your weight forward. Hands to the mat. Lift the back knee. Hop forward to your forward fold. Rise to your tree. Or bend the back knee and hop right into your tree pose. Notice the difference between the sides. If you've got one side that's a little bit more wobbly than the other, like me, notice, take that as information, make adjustments if you need to. Maybe you take the foot to a different spot. Maybe you take a little extra time to press your palms to find that grounded sensation. Maybe you even take your fingertips to the wall beside you. No hard or fast rules here. You might grow your branches, you might sway in the breeze, you might close your eyes. What helps you feel grounded when things feel a little chaotic, unbalanced, out of control? Can you tune out that outside world? Can you take this time, this space to feel your breath? Find your spot in the present moment. Big breath in. Exhale, plant that right foot. Good work. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Palms come to your chest as you find your forward fold. Inhale is your halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale, your knees come down. Cross your ankles, roll right over those ankles, and then take a seat. Take the soles of your feet to touch, your knees open wide. Grab the outside sides of your ankles, root down through the hips. Let your knees just gently open wide. If that feels good, great, stay here. If you want a little bit more, you might press the elbows into the inner thighs. You might even open your feet like a book and see how that feels a little different. Hopefully this feels like a stretch in the inner thighs. When you are ready, lift your chest, keep the soles of your feet together and slide them farther away from you into a diamond shape. Hands come outside the shins, walk yourself forward, and hopefully you feel that stretch move to the outer thighs a little bit more. You might even drop your head, go inward here. Take a big deep breath. When you are ready to cultivate all that grounded, stabilizing, supportive energy, lift on up. Cross your ankles. Take a big deep breath. Inhale, reach all the way up. Fill up your lungs. On your exhale, sigh it all the way out. Last big inhale, gather up all that awesome grounding energy you created for yourself. Grab it between your palms, draw down to your heart, and remind yourself that you are resilient, you are grounded, you are supported, you've got yourself. Thanks for joining me.